The classic 1983 comedy, Trading Places, is more than just a funny story of mistaken identity and financial manipulation. The film's legacy continues to inspire comedy writers and entertain with memorable lines and memorable scenes. But what about the cast? Have they kept their comedy grooves, or have they ventured into new artistic realms? Let's find out with me. 1. Eddie Murphy. Edward Regan Murphy was born on April 3, 1961 in Brooklyn, New York City, United States. His parents were Lillian Murphy, a telephone operator, and Charles Edward Murphy, a transit police officer. In Trading Places, Murphy plays Billy Ray Valentine, a street trader lured into a social experiment by two wealthy commodity brokers to test the nature of success.
I was in Sang Bang, Dangon. I was all over that place, basically. I can see! I have legs!
Billy Ray's quick wit, comedic timing, and natural charm made him a breakout role for Murphy and solidified his status as a rising star in Hollywood.
See what my teacher watched this.
What?
He continued to star in many successful films throughout the 1980s and 1990s, including Beverly Hills Cop 1984.
Hi.
Nervous some people, huh?
May I help you?
Yes, you ever, check Rolling Stone magazine's Axel Foley. That's what it is.
Eddie Murphy is 62 years old. Murphy primarily resides in Beverly Hills, California, but also owns real estate in other locations, including New York City and the Bahamas.
I want to say thank you to Paige and to Mark Landsman and Sharice Hewitt-Webster.
2. Dan Aykroyd. Daniel Edward Aykroyd was born on July 1, 1952 in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. His parents were Peter Hugh Aykroyd, a civil engineer, and Lorraine Helene, a homemaker and secretary. In Trading Places, Aykroyd plays Louis Winthorpe EY, a wealthy commodities broker whose employer tricks him into switching places with Billy Ray Valentine. Winthorpe's initial snobbery and naivety are eventually replaced by resourcefulness and resilience as he adapts to his new life on the streets.
Louis, you're making a scene.
The good news is I'm innocent. Penelope, do you realize where I've been since yesterday?
Dan Aykroyd is 71 years old. Aykroyd is living at Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Head Vodka Distillery in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada.
Talent and the whole composite of the show. I think that's the reason that the show always had. I think that's the primary reason. And then also,
Aykroyd continued to act occasionally and occasionally performed as Elwood Blues in the Blues Brothers. He also continues to promote his Crystal Head vodka brand.
Cropper, Duck Dunn, our band, and so many other friends that we had in the industry around. And we removed it from the lot and parked it in the driveway at the party. And
3. Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis was born on November 22, 1958, in Los Angeles, California, United States. Her parents are Janet Leigh, an actress, and Tony Curtis, an actor. In Trading Places, Curtis plays Ophelia, a savvy prostitute with a heart of gold, who is involved in the lives of Louis Winthorpe EY and Billy Ray Valentine.
And a manicure. Never done a hard day's work.
He planted the drugs on me.
Rahim, Mohammed, Larry, how you guys doing?
Jamie Lee Curtis is 65 years old. She primarily resides in Los Angeles, California. Curtis has been married once to actor and director Christopher Guest since 1984.
I know it looks like I'm standing up here by myself, but I am not. I'm hundreds of people. Where are the Daniels? Daniels, Jonathan.
Curtis remains active in film and television. She recently starred in Halloween Ends in 2022 and Everything Everywhere All at Once 2022, both of which received critical acclaim.
Realization that someone saw it. And in the article, he describes outing him.
4. Denholm Elliott. Denholm Mitchell Elliott was born on May 31, 1922 in London, England. His parents were William Elliott, a stockbroker, and Mabel May, a homemaker. Coleman is portrayed as a loyal and trustworthy confidant of the Duke brothers, assisting them in their plans throughout the film.
Say, no excitement.
Thanks, Doc.
Ruined my life over a bet. For how much?
Elliott married Virginia McKenna, an actress, in 1954. They had 2 children together.
Not to. Would skate on Farmer Giles's pond. And books that told me everything about the wasp. Except why.
Denholm Elliott passed away on October 6, 1992, at the age of 70. He had a successful career in film and television, appearing in more than 100 productions during his lifetime.
From AIDS. He was 70. Elliott was a character actor who was equally at home on the London...
5. Ralph Bellamy. Ralph Bellamy was born Reginald Alfred Bellamy on June 17, 1904 in Chicago, Illinois. His parents were Maud and Charles Rexford Bellamy, a doctor. In Trading Places, Bellamy plays Randolph Duke, the older and more manipulative of the Duke brothers, responsible for the plot involving Billy Ray Valentine and Louis Winthorpe.
It's okay. Perfectly useless. If Mr. Beeks does what we paid him to do, we should have a...
Trading Places was one of Bellamy's last film roles before his death. He had a long and distinguished career in Hollywood, spanning more than 6 decades.
For the part of the Englishman, but it's not going to be an Englishman. So time went by, and Mary McCall Jr. called.
Sadly, Ralph Bellamy passed away on November 29, 1991, at the age of 87.
Kind of a goofy, a little goofy. And I was bellowing it out and finished.
6. Jim Belushi. James Adam Belushi was born on June 15, 1954 in Chicago, Illinois, United States. His parents were Agnes Dimitri, a homemaker, and Adam Anastos Belushi, an Albanian-American immigrant who worked as a waiter and restaurant. In Trading Places, Belushi plays Harvey, a wealthy partygoer who attends a New Year's Eve party hosted by Randolph Duke and ends up engaging in a bet with the Duke brothers.
Even 10 o'clock, you dummy! Hey, come on, loosen up, man!
Jim Belushi is 69 years old. Belushi currently resides in Malibu, California, and also owns a property in Oregon.
Oregon on the Rogue River, and a farm came up behind me and I bought it. And I pulled into these clubs and I pull my harmonica out and they recognize me and they bring me up and
Belushi remains active in film and television. He recently starred in the Netflix sitcom The Chair 2021. Sincere thanks to all the loyal viewers who watched this video until the end. If you like this content and want to show your support, please hit the subscribe button, like this video and share it with your friends. Your support really means a lot to us. Stay tuned for more exciting then and now stories coming soon. Until next time,